Today I'm going to talk to you about stretch film and colors. You know, at Quick Pack we have roughly about 19 different colors available. That's between our opaque films and our color tinted. Now I've picked out some samples here of some of our more popular colors and just run through them briefly. You know, we'll start with red stretch film. Now this is a red tint. Now here we have it slit down into a 3-inch wide. It's an 80 gauge. It's on a 3-inch core. This is normally used as bundling film for just bundling packages, pipes, lumber, that type of product. Now, with the narrow width film, you can get this in anywhere from 500 feet up to 5,000 feet, which is used on a bundling machine. These would be made by Highlight, and From makes some of these smaller bundlers. And then you've got the Lantec when you get into some of the bigger bundlers. So we have these in roughly 19 different colors. You can get this narrow width banding film. You know, red is popular. Obviously my favorite is the green tint. You know, I like green. And then we can drift over into the hand film, which is a little bit of a different green tint. You know, it's a thicker film. And this would be more if you're looking for, you want to start to conceal the product that you're wrapping. So you want to put a few more layers on the pallet, makes it difficult to see. It's not completely opaque, but it's a dark tint. Now obviously another one that's very popular is the red color. This is a hand film. This is a light tint. Now you can get this in obviously the narrow width banding film. You can get it in the bundling film. An example here, you can get it in the hand film, and then you can also get this in 20-inch and 30-inch wide machine film. And another popular color here at Quick Pack obviously is our blue film. You know, this is the machine length roll. Comes in 5,000 feet, and you can get it in 20 inches wide, and you can get it in 30 inches wide. Now it's also available in hand film and bundling film and banding film. Now, all of these colors, we can put these on extended core handles, whether it's 10 inches wide, 15 or 20 inch wide with the 5-inch handle each side. And then we get into opaque films. Now, here's one of my favorites, which is the white opaque. You know, a lot of people use black opaque if they're trying to hide products on a pallet and you're loading them on a truck. You know, the minute someone sees black, they think, hey, it's valuable. Let's go digging around in it. And a lot of people have black opaque film, so it's kind of a little easier to rewrap the pallets. You know, what I like about the white is it's nice, it gives a nice clean look. You know, 2 wraps around the pallet with this and you can't see what's on the pallet. And you know, people have a tendency not to mess around when pallets are wrapped in white because it's very difficult to rewrap. You know, white is hard to get. And also, you know, if you want to, you know, kick it up a notch, you can always print on the white film. That adds another level of security and really gets the message of what you're trying to send. Whether it's a logo, whether it's do not tamper or fragile, or just a message about the product on the pallet. And then we have our old favorite, the black opaque stretch film. Now you can get this with or without UVI, whether if you're storing product outside. You know, you don't need UVI if you're just wrapping for security reasons. But if you're wrapping a product, whether it's cans, buckets, concrete products, bag products, and you're storing them outside, or they're going into a Lowe's and a Home Depot and they're getting put up on a shelf, you know, you got to have UVI in the film, or what's going to happen is the film is just going to break down faster. So, there you go. We've got 19 different variations from the opaque colors to the tinted colors. And everything from machine length rolls to narrow width banding film to bundling films. And all of these variations are available in all 19 colors. And the best part is, the minimum order for all these products, if they're custom colors, is just 1 pallet.